I'm here to give a testimony about Paul Van Zweel's cycling coaching program. And my daughter Haley is here to help coordinate the questions and answers on why I think it's such a great program.
Let's start with the physical stats, Dad. How old are you?
I'm 49 years old.
How much do you weigh?
About 195 pounds.
Why did you start cycling?
Well, I started cycling to commute to work. My younger brother bought a bicycle and was riding about 15 miles each way to work, and I thought that was a great idea. And I said, there's no reason why I couldn't do that as well. And I started doing that. And I was pretty overweight at the time, and it really drained me those first couple of weeks until I built up some fitness. So that's how I started. I really caught the bug.
When did you start cycling?
That was probably late spring of 2016. So not that long ago.
2 years. Well, 3. When did you first contact Paul Van Zweel?
That's a good question. I think I first reached out to him in the fall of 2016, late fall of 2016.
You decided to start a structured training program under a coach. How did you end up deciding on Paul Van Zweel?
Yeah, that's a really good question too. I wanted a coach that was plant-based or vegan because I didn't want to feel a coach to give me shit about only eating plants and how it might impact my performance, because I knew that wouldn't be true, but I just didn't want to deal with that. So I looked for a coach that was plant-based and vegan, and I came across a couple, and Paul had a number of great testimonials online on his website. I had been following him for a while, and he was an active cyclist and an active coach, and it looked like he was living the life that he was preaching, really, and so that's why I chose Paul.
Okay. Does Paul try and sell you vitamins or gear?
No, there's no gimmicks with Paul. Absolutely no gimmicks. There's no hidden costs in Paul's program, and it's incredibly affordable, especially when you have a family with a couple of children.
Have your expectations been met with results following Paul's training program?
Oh yeah. If you put in the time, you commit to Paul how many hours a week you can train, and if you put in that effort and you put in that time, you're going to see your fitness improve. You're going to see if you're interested in your power numbers, you're going to see your power curve really lift up. And I think the most amazing thing that happened after, it wasn't even a year with Paul at the time, it was probably like 9 months. I went from, for me, it was probably like a 260 FTP to it was a 307 or a 308. And I remember, end of that summer of 2017, feeling like I could recover at like 280 watts. And it was really an empowering feeling, a lot of pride with that, because all the effort I had put in, and I felt like I was on top of the world for a guy my age who had just taken up cycling.
Mm-hmm. Do you recommend Paul's program to bike racers?
Yes, I think I'm actually part of a racing team, as you know, Belgian Works, and a lot of the guys on there, they follow. Some of them have local coaches, some of them just use Trainer. Actually, the majority of them probably use Trainer Road. And I'm very competitive when I enter a race with those guys. And the thing that I believe that they're missing, some of them are much more talented and much more athletic than I am, and some of them are 20, 30 years younger than me. But they're missing the feedback. They're really missing out on a lot. Having that accountability every week, and someone who can tweak the program based on what's going on in your life, based on the feedback that you're giving them. So I think I definitely recommend it to a racer.
How about everyday dads like yourself?
Oh, absolutely. That's the greatest thing with Paul, is he's very accessible. So if we go on a family vacation, for example, I think we went
Arizona.
I went to Arizona. That's right, and I've had to go to New York for work a couple of times, and
Thailand.
I let Paul know, and he's given me, hey Paul, I'm not on this trip. I'm not going to have my bike, but I was willing to run. So he's like, okay, this is, I can't exactly remember, but he'd be like, okay, I want you to run. It might have been 30, 45, 60 minutes the days that I was gone each day, and so we substituted some other activities in where I would normally be cycling, so my fitness wouldn't fall. So I mean, he can help. This would cause stress if you're just on a mechanical program, like some software that you subscribe to. You're not going to get that advice from a program. You got to have a coach to say, okay, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Your anxiety levels, you can drop it. We can just do some running. You can do some, maybe some jogging, maybe some other type of activity, swimming. Paul's going to fit that in so it fits your schedule.
Thank you. That's all I have for today.
Oh, thank you, Pumpkin. Hey, I had a question for you.
Okay.
Am I the fattest dad?
No.
All right. I highly recommend Paul.